So now we did parameterization, username, password we did, and date and time also we did, right? So in parameterization, we have some properties also will be there. So if you go to the here, so we can select from the username and password anything. You can observe these all will be properties. What are the properties we have means sequential, random, unique. Sequential, random, unique. And same to the you can see the updated value, each iteration, each occurrence, and once. So using these properties also we can use from the like which one you want to pick the like username and after that password, which value you pick. Sequentially you want it is a randomly or unique you want. So based on from the your application, for example, banking application will be there. So banking application should be sequential is fine or random is okay or unique is fine. So banking application means what? Everyone credentials, like my credential, for example, my credential will be Kiran is the username, password is Kiran123. So if I give from these correct credentials only, we are able to log in the our secure application, not only banking application, any secure application. Okay. So means we need to give from the unique values. So means if you are doing from the any security point of view, you need to select from the unique property. Like sometimes it is like any value fine. You can give from the first one, last one, whatever maybe you want. Then you can use from the random. Otherwise, you want from the sequentially, like one by one, you want means you can select from the sequentially. So first point, what is the sequential? Nothing but every user has to pick the first data point. We can call it as a this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, right? We can call it as a these all data points. So what is the sequence stand for? Every user has to pick the first data point. So random means every user has to pick the randomly any one of the like Kiran is picked from the next one, 2 or 4 or 5 or 1. So it is randomly it will pick. Unique nothing but it is a one-to-one mapping. Okay. And going to the, we have the other properties also. Apart from this, we have the each iteration, each occurrence also will be there. Each iteration. So each iteration, nothing but, so one entire business flow, if it is executed, that is the one iteration. Like for example, we have the like flight booking. So after launch to login, flight booking and payment and logout. This is the entire business flow. If it is executed one time, that is the one iteration. So second iteration. So means again it will be start our business flow as a launch, login and flight booking. So like each iteration means what will happen means the users like will be updated from the every iteration. Means first iteration it is the J2W is pick. Second iteration time Kiran is pick. Third iteration Kiran 2. Fourth iteration this. Fifth iteration this. Like how many we can give from the 100 user means 100 iterations will be different user will pick from the every. Okay. So when you select as each iteration, maybe each occurrence will be there. Each occurrence means in our script, the username will be there in many times, like one time, two time, three time will be there. Occurrence means what will happen means first username will be some J2W pick. Second time is like second time nothing but in the only one iteration only it is the three times will be there means it is a occurrencely it will change from the every time. So that is depends on the situation we can use from the occurrence property. And next is the once property. What is the once? Nothing but like first time user is picked from the J2W. Then what will happen means if you give from the once property, if you give from the first iteration, second iteration, 10th or 100, every iteration also the first value only it will pick and it will be executed from the entire execution. Means nth iteration also it will pick from the first one. So these are the differences, sequential and unique and each iteration. And every property having from the these three property, sequential each iteration, sequential each occurrence, and sequential once. As same to the, if you select a random also, same random once, random each iteration, random occurrence also we can select. And as same to the, we have the one more property, unique. Unique each iteration and unique occurrence and unique once. Okay, now we'll start with the first of all sequential each iteration we'll see. Okay, for example, I am doing from the this username sequential each iteration or username will go. Okay, sequential each iteration. So here we have the simulate will be there. Simulate nothing but we want to see the, like when we are given sequential each iteration, how values is picking. So if you click here and you can give from the number of users. For example, I am giving from the 5 users and 5 iterations and click on simulate. So you can observe iteration 1. User 1 pick the J2W, user 2 also pick the J2W, user 3 also same, user 4 also same, user 5 also means sequentially. First is working from the sequential. What is the sequential? I told every user has to pick the first data point. What is the first data point? J2W. So you can observe every user which value is picked is only J2W. But you are given from the sequential each iteration. Iteration means what? Every user will be, every iteration is a values change. But sequentially, user 1 pick the J2W means all user will pick the same. And second iteration time, it is a different. Third iteration, fourth iteration, it will be like this. It will pick the sequential each iteration. Got it? Everyone able to understand for this? Okay, so I will open paint and I will show from the like this also. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, just this will be properties. Okay, for example, okay, we have the user name. Okay, and one more is the password. Okay, so two values will be there. So again, user one some Kiran, and next some Sanjay, and next user will be okay Ish and Prasad. Okay, so for example, passwords I'm giving from the okay randomly I'm giving. Okay, just I'm giving from the password like this. Okay, just our understanding point of view. Okay, okay, and this is called which iteration is sequential each iteration. Sequential each iteration. Now we are doing for the sequential each iteration. So this is the first iteration 1. Okay, first iteration. What will happen, right? So what is the sequential I told? Like every user has to pick the first data point. Okay, so Kiran will pick the first data point. Password is the this one, and Sanjay also it is pick the same, and Krish also it will pick the same, and Prasad also it will pick the same. So which iteration this first iteration time it will pick like this. Okay, and what is the that sequential each iteration. So each iteration means what happened? Second iteration time what will happen? Kiran is pick the this one because this one already used, right? So Kiran will pick the this one, and Sanjay also it will pick the this one, and Krish also will pick the same. and Prasad also pick the same. This is the when second iteration time. And third iteration, again, Kiran will pick this one. And Sanjay also same. Because it is a sequential. So this one. And Prasad also this one. This is the third iteration. And fourth iteration also same. So like this, it is picked from the sequential each iteration. Everyone able to understand sequential each iteration? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So now what we can do is next random each iteration we'll see. Okay. Random each iteration. So random means what?
User pick the randomly value.
Yeah, browser will pick the randomly. Maybe what will happen? Kiran will pick this one. Maybe Sanjay also maybe pick this one also. And Krish again pick this also maybe. And Prasad again pick for this or this because randomly it will pick. First iteration time it will pick like this. Second iteration time what will happen? Yes, Kiran will be pick this same also it will pick or different one. And this one he will pick this one. Means randomly it will pick from the every iteration. That is the random property. Got it? Random property. And next is the unique each iteration we'll see. In our material, very clear also how I explaining here, right? Same thing will be there. You can go through and you can see also. Okay. So now unique. Unique stand for what? Every user has to pick the first unused data point. Every user has to pick the first unused data point. So means Kiran is the what is the unused data point? Means unused data point means no one it is the used as of now. For this is the unused data point. So that is why what happened? Kiran is pick this one. And Sanjay, again it will pick this one? No, because it's a unique property. Already this one used Kiran. So Kiran is, Sanjay will pick this one. And next, this one he will pick. Prasad will pick this one. Like it's a 1-to-1 mapping. Unique nothing but is 1-to-1 mapping. This is the unique each iteration. Okay. Occurrence, you can observe here also. Like we can see this one you can observe same how we did right there you can observe same sequential each iteration. User one pick the J2W first time, second time J2W1, and all users also pick the same because it is a sequential. Each iteration means every iteration the value is updating. Okay, and same we can see the random also we can see here also random and 5 users you can see now random. User one pick the sometimes it's a randomly no value also it pick. And user 2 pick this one. User 3 is this one. User 4 this one. So you can observe second iteration time same value is not picking different. Like third iteration you can observe user 1, 2, 3 is 3 also pick because it's a randomly. So like this it is applicable from the sequential random each iteration, and we have now unique each iteration. So unique nothing but every user has to pick the like okay, so simulate. So you can observe sub 1-to-1 mapping. user 1 is a J2W picked. User 2 J2W3 is picked. So user 3 we don't have from the any unique value. So that is why it is not picked. But you can observe again user 1 we have the J2W is there and user 2 J2W4. So sub 1-to-1 mapping it is happen from the unique property. And same to like now each iteration is completed, right? Next sequential occurrence. Occurrence means what? Every sequential first, what is the stand for sequential means every user has to pick the first data point and iteration nothing but it will update from the every. Same to sequential stand for every user has picked the first data point. Occurrence nothing but it will update the in our script how many occurrence will be there. It will update the value that many times. Okay. So if you try to do from simulate here, we can't see because you cannot simulate parameter where updated value on each occurrence. So every time will be updated value will be need. So we don't have from much data. So that is why we can't simulate here from the simulator. Using the simulator, any random or any occurrence property we can't simulate here. But real time you can like execute and you can do it. Okay. And next once property we can see. Sequential once. What is the sequential? Anyone can explain? Because I told many times now. Okay. Anyone can explain? Prasad?
Yeah, but one user can map to different.
No, not one user. Every
Every
user has
user
has to
sorry,
pick
every-
the
pick the first data
data
point.
point. Each iteration nothing but every user will be updated the values. Every iteration. Occurrence means in the occurrence of the values in update in our script. Now once property. So sequential once, what will happen means first iteration time, what values pick, it will continue from the nth iteration also. If you want means you can see here, simulate and click on 3. So you can observe, first of all, it will work as a sequential. Sequential means every user pick the same data point. And now once property, what will happen? What is the iteration 1 pick? Same is a pick from the iteration 2, iteration 3. If you give from the any like number of iteration 5 or 6 also, it will be same, it will pick from the nth iteration also. You can observe. Everyone able to understand? And this is the sequential ones. And now you can see the random ones. And again, you can simulate and click on. See, users will be randomly also it's picking. But when we are given from the once property, iteration 2 and iteration 3, iteration 4, iteration 5, iteration 10, iteration 100, iteration nth iteration also it will pick from the same values. What are the iteration 1 values picked from the our application? That is the random ones. And next we can see the unique ones. See, unique also same. It's a 1-to-1 mapping. User 1 J2W, user 2 J2W1, user 3 J2W2, user 4 J2W3, user 5 J2W4 because 1-to-1 mapping. And what values picked in the iteration 1, it is continue from the all the iterations till nth iteration also it will same iteration what values picked, it will continue from the nth iteration. Is clear everyone? So this is the unique once property. So when you are select from the unique each iteration, we have the one more, it is the enable from the features here. So we have the 3 types will be there. Abort the user, continue with the cyclic manner, continue with last value. So abort the user means, for example, if you give from the abort the user, what will happen means after 5 users, it is a script will be stopped. It will be abort. And if you select from the this one, continue with cyclic manner, then what will happen? it will be up to 5 it is executed, and after that again it is going to the first one, it will execute. Means 5 iteration is completed, 6th iteration again first value is picked, second value pick, third value pick, fifth value picks again. So means it is a cyclically it will be executed from the continue with the cyclic manner. So otherwise I want to continue with the last value. Only I will do from the up to continue with the last value, means it will continue with the last value. This is the only we can see in the unique each iteration, unique random also, unique occurrence. Also we can see these 3 properties, and once you can see once means selective once, only we can see the continue with last value, only we can see. Only unique each iteration, unique occurrence time only it will be enabled from the this. So these are the parameter properties. So types means these are the types like file type, date and time, okay, iteration number, random number, we have the different will be there. Those will be, we can call it as a parameter types. So you can observe, we know from the file type. What is the file type? Like if it is any text or numeric, we can select from the file type. Date and time will be there. Date and time is if it is a date or time is there in our script any format. So we want to do from the date and time parameterization. And group name is there. Iteration number will be there. Like based on from the iteration number you want to do from the execution, you can select from the iteration number also we can do from the parameter type. Load generator. So based on from the load generator also we can do random number. You want to generate from the randomly, you can select from the random number also we can select. See what will happen, right? So if you select a random number, so it is a randomly it will pick from the like this 100, maybe 120 or 130, 150. So it is a randomly it will be generated. So that is the random. And we have the unique also will be there. If you select unique, values will be uniquely it will change. Okay. And we have the user ID based also we have there. That is also same as the same. Okay. So these are the property types, and these are the it's gone data. Okay, that's fine. Okay, these are the parameter properties. So how many properties we have? Sequential each iteration, sequential occurrence, sequential once.
One.
And random each iteration, random occurrence, random once. Again, unique each iteration, unique, okay, occurrence, unique once. So these properties depends on the, okay, our project, our requirement we can use. Always maximum we can use from the unique property. Why? Because it is a secured application, means we can we can select from the unique property only. Okay. Based on from the which one it is suitable for our application, you can select that. Okay. Sequential also it is fine from the sometime, but random will be it is not good. Okay. So I told as a sequential, for example, once. So this situation when we can use means, okay, only you have the 5 passwords will be there. These passwords only you want to execute from the till end of the test. Means all iterations you want to same. Then you need to select from the sequential ones or unique ones. Okay. So for example, we have the recharge card is there. So once we can use this recharge card, again we can utilize from the any other one. No, right? So that property coming to the what means it is a unique property, right? So already I used it from that recharge card, but other one unable to do because already I used it. So that is the unique property. Unique nothing but every user has to pick the unused data point. Okay. So you guys can try with the not only here. For example, you can do from the username password and you can close this, like you can select from the first sequential each iteration and you can open this and try to do from the 3 iteration or anything and you can execute. First iteration time username password what will pick. Second iteration time what is picked. Third iteration what value is picked. That is the sequential. Random you can give next type. Randomly which value is picking and unique you can give which value is picking. And you can occurrence also you can give and once also you can give. Means you should be observed in the script also. Like how we are seen here, same way we can see from the, okay, same way we can see in the real time also when you are given from the like runtime settings multiple iterations. This is the today assignment from the everyone and I will ask from the sequential, what is the sequential random each iteration occurrence once I will ask from the tomorrow class. Okay. So like anyone have any doubt regarding this? So first of all, class is completed. Go to the first, don't practice, go to the first and our material will be there and read it and you need to observe from that things there because very clearly we have from the diagrams with diagrams